Hey, just trying to get stuff together. Um, Dealing with the yarn barf. Trying to, when I feel like sitting down and doing some crafting, I've actually got some balls of wool that are easier to work with. So currently I've just pulled out the center of my ball. And I'm just trying to untanglify it and be able to put it into a center pulled yarn. I finally wrestled the yarn monster in submission, found the elusive end, and started rolling a baby yarn ball, where I was then able to wrap that piece around the big boss ball and continue on. Aha! Had a win. Kind of, maybe. Stick you under there. Seems all backwards. But the last thing you want is for this to happen when you're actually attached to a project. You don't have an end to play with. It's a lot harder to untangle your wool. Alright, now we all attach that to there, that into there. Hopefully we get to spin. I do need that for there. This bit's on fast forward, and no, I didn't suddenly become a professional yarn bowling machine. This actually took me 10 minutes in real life, but let's be honest, no one needs to sit through a full-length feature film of me untangling string. Basically, I had to ball it up so it didn't knot itself into some kind of yarn monster halfway through the project. 10 minutes condensed into 30 seconds is much kinder for all of us, plus it makes me look way more productive than I really am. So here we are at the end. Another reason why it's great to do this first. Again, having this happen while on a project is always difficult. And there it goes again. And tie her off. Right. That leaves me with... There we go. Unplug you. And take it off. And there we go. I can stick two on there. But I won't do that at the moment because I've got to get my project back in the bag. Now I might not continue doing this, but that's again so you always pick a darker, medium and a light. And you do the light, medium in one row and then the medium and dark in the next row, and you get your gingham style. It's probably been 5 years since I picked that project up. Oh, it will undo my machine. And pack that away. And completely pack up my area. Sorry, I'm out of view. Just grabbing a few things that are out of view. And put my close my area up. So I have enough of this at the moment. That one goes over on the craft wall. Likes to be cold. So I'm out of shot at the moment. I'm just packing up. Alright, so I'm like what you would probably call crafting bipolar. I get bored really easily. So this is why I was setting up my other wall. I've learnt my lesson. Trying to play around with this is painful. Right. Suppose I better tell you guys what I'm up to. So, leftover wool, a multicolour I had, and I chose the green to match it. Could have used the blue. Strip of white to go between them. So to start with, I started with 8 rows of green, 1 row of white, 4 rows of my multicolour, back to 1 row of white to give us that gap between the colours. Apologies about the lip smacking, it is a bit of a nervous habit of mine. Okay, so 8, 4, 8, 4, that's 12. We've still got 12 between this green, this white and this white. Same as we've got 12 between this white and this white. But this white and this white has 12 as well. But we're now 5 and 7. So 5 and 7, 5 and 7. So as you could probably gather, and you can't see because of the... So it'll look better when I've actually finished it. So you've got 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Oh, sorry, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. 7, 7. So I'm now working on my last 2 rows. So yeah, my green is getting gradually smaller, and my multicolour is getting gradually bigger. So it'll be interesting to see when I've actually taken it off the needles, which I shouldn't be too far away off doing. But I'm going to finish it here. I want to thank you for having a watch. Hopefully my editor has done a good job at making this looking better for me. I'm no good at this editing thing, but he's encouraged me to put on video what I'm doing. He's really doesn't want my talent to go unnoticed.
Hi, this is the editor. I do hope you enjoyed the cuts, and I'll be seeing you next time.
Unwatched. And hopefully I inspire somebody to pick up the needles, open up a sewing machine. I like colour work. I get bored really easily. I'm actually better at pattern making and deciding what I want to put onto a project. But to actually finish a project, I'm bipolar. I don't get it done. I'm not really bipolar. I use this term loosely as I jump around on my projects a lot. So I hope I've inspired somebody to get there. We can talk colorways, we can talk color theory. Let me know, what do you want to talk about? I'm currently listening to a book, which I've got to turn off, just to stop me from being bored. Does anyone else habit stack while they're crafting? But no, thank you for hanging out, and I hope to see you on the next one.